Hello everyone, my name is Perpster. Welcome to StoneBlock 4. This is a series that I'm going to be doing. Just playing this mod, having some fun. I haven't played StoneBlock in a while. And I'm excited to find out a lot of new things in this mod. I don't know when it came out. I just casually haven't played Minecraft in a while. And saw that StoneBlock 4 is a thing. And I missed out on 3 even. And I said, hey, let's go check out some new things. Now, I have played a little bit, like perhaps 30 minutes into this mod. And I told myself I want to record it. So here we are. You'll have to excuse my skin and my name. For some reason, I don't have access to my own account, so this is a friend's account. So the whole skin is different, everything's different, and hopefully I'll just change it up when I get the chance. So you'll be seeing this smug face in the next couple of videos until I get that sorted out. So yeah, StoneBlock 4, what the heck is new? We have this dude, which says something. It's called the Echo of Guidance, assigned to assist emergent intelligent life throughout their journey using knowledge compiled from others who have succeeded before them. Okay, we gotta complete the stage and claim rewards to enable access to the world selection portal. Now we got this cool little animation, which is pretty nice. Goes out to this portal. This is some sort of a hub that I think we will have to come back to. Now we have to pick our base. I actually just want to do the colorful cherry tree. Just because it's nice, it's cute, and I like it. I like cherry. So yeah, here we are, our little StoneBlock room. If you know anything about StoneBlock, we have here a bunch of quests piled up, and we're just gonna follow them bit by bit, see what this mod has to offer. So the first ones we kind of already did. We don't need to read them. We do have here events, which is kind of cool. Random events that are disabled by default, and I think we should enable them just so that we have some sort of surprise excitement. So the first quest is to just break some stone, get some pebbles, and get a crafting table and a stone pebble. As you can see, there's a bee here. It's gonna explode in a second, and it's gonna give me some stuff. It already got me a dirt chest. I don't know if that's useful, but nice. Some eggs, a dirt chest, giving me 4 eggs, so I'd have a bigger chance of actually getting a chicken. Some mutton wraps. That is amazing. A nice source of food. Let's go ahead and see how much space is actually in here. How to use your dirt chest. Simply insert the stack of dirt into your choice. Wow. Alright, I get it. This is useless. This stores just 1 item. No, sorry. 1 stack of items. Or maybe even dirt. That is very useless. Alright, so as you know, StoneBlock, or if you don't, I'm gonna act as if you don't. You need to physically break the stones with your hands, and then you get these pebbles. You see I'm getting a random amount each time. Pretty sure it's random. Yes, it's random, between 2 or 3. And we're just gonna get a little bit. Even 1. The chances aren't so big with this one. And when you do like this, like a crafting table recipe, you get a cobblestone. So if you take 4 of these cobblestones and you do like that, like a crafting table, you do get a crafting table, which is going to be useful for us because it's a crafting table. Nothing much to it. In the quests, we can continue going through with this coins. I'll tell you what we can do later on when we actually get to it. This quest doesn't say anything. It just says that we can use Ultimine, but not on stone because stone is everywhere. I got that. And now we need to make a crook and a hammer. We just gotta keep breaking some more stone because we are gonna need exactly 3 sticks and 2 cobblestone to make a hammer. Alright, I think I have gotten enough pebbles. 7, yes, that will be enough. I just gotta do twice like this because unlike regular sticks, which give you 4, this recipe only gives us 2 at a time, which is okay. But now we got a hammer. A hammer is a faster way to break the stone, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the hammer, and the hammer already gives us cobblestone. So it just doesn't give us directly stone, only cobblestone. Also, one of the things that we're supposed to do is to break up this cobblestone, which now we can use ulti-mine, which as you can see, it can break anything but stone in a sequence. So I'm just gonna do like this, and boom. And now I got 8 gravel. Not only gravel, we need also dirt, and we need to make this stone crook. So I'll just break this once, and let's go ahead and make the crook. Which the crook only consists of 4 sticks like this. And now we have the crook. I'll show you what it can do. First of all, let's accept the quests. We get some more cobblestone, we get some more coins. But as you can see, smashing gravel down further turns it into dirt. Dirt is always filled with some kind of seed or sapling. Try breaking dirt with a stone crook. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this dirt, and we're gonna break it with a stone crook. As you can see, we got an oak sapling, and we also have an acacia sapling, which I don't want or need. So I'm gonna clear up this area real quick and make place for a sapling. Now, because we don't have tools yet, and I just want to take 1 log and turn it into planks and then sticks, I want to make an axe. With that, I'm going to take my crook and use it on the leaves because it will give me a much bigger chance for a lot more saplings, as you can see. And also a fancy way of breaking a whole lot of wood at once. So let's just do ourselves a favor and get ourselves in bulk a lot of wood, which is just doing like that. We got a shift near the saplings, and now it grows extremely fast, as I can see, which is amazing. I'm going to use the crook to break all these leaves. Even though the crook is going to break, I'm just going to make another one. Let's make some more sticks, make another crook, break them up a lot more, and then break down this wood. Boom. Now we have 24. I'll do this once more. I'll even do this in a whole big manner. I want a lot of wood. I don't want to think about wood, even though I am going to make a dedicated room for wood later on. Also, this is an amazing source of food early on. And yeah, that is a big tree. I'm going to have to make another crook. Yeah, crooks easily break down. And I think it's enough. We've gotten enough apples to last us a lifetime. I don't want to spend the mutton wrap so quickly because it's our only high value source of food. So I think we've gotten enough wood, a stack and 19 blocks. Now we can get that wood turned into charcoal, which for that I'm going to need some more stone. Okay, we're making a furnace. And from the furnace, we're going to take some of those high value saplings that we have. I'm going to use it as fuel for now. And I'm going to turn these oak logs into charcoal. For now, we can go ahead and accept this quest, which is using the dirt to make saplings and get wood. Also, there's a keybind if we want to spam shift and make things grow. Which I don't think it will be beneficial just for grass, but if we have a lot of saplings in the area and we want to use the shift key a lot, we can just disable that function so that they won't grow all at once in a very interesting and quick manner of magic. So I guess this setting is going to be very useful for us later on. I'm going to have to apologize to you all right now. I may sound a little bit sick now because this is the first video on this channel. I'm sure you don't know how I sound regularly and you probably think this is my regular voice, but no, I am sick. Maybe you can tell, maybe you can't. So I apologize for that, and I'm telling you, my voice is just doing wonders right now that I'm even able to talk. Anyways, Another quest is the charcoal, which is to make a furnace and charcoal. Get some more coins. We got hoppers now, which is interesting because I'm not really sure why we would need a hopper right now, but that's all right. And now leaves and shears. Shears made out of wood. I'm going to have to use this function again. I'm just going to grow a little bit of trees. I'm going to take my wood and I'm going to make shears just like that. I'm going to get my leaves, even though it won't get me a whole bunch of leaves because these are only wooden shears. At least I got a lot of wood from this and a lot of saplings and apples as well. With this charcoal, I would like to make some torches and light up this area because this area kind of seems very dark and I don't want my videos to be dark. Or, of course, I don't want this place to spawn any mobs. So we're just gonna do like this. Place some torches. And yeah, this is already much, much better. Very lit up. Very nice. Now, from the leaves quest, we can move on forward. We also have hammer time, which is incredible. All we gotta do is take some of this charcoal. Use it, of course, as fuel. Smelt some stone. And it's okay for me to smelt all of this stone because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need it. I'd like for a bunch of these hammers because I'm going to be using them to expand our base. What the hell is this? A mystical questing ram appeared nearby. Questing ram? What is this? I have no idea what is that. And I'm not sure if it's what it does. Alright, after quick research, this ram, after we feed it every type of wool, it'll give us a high value item, which I don't know which item it's gonna be right now, but it's kind of messing with me, so I'll have to think of a way to kind of keep it at place and not hear this bah all the time. So we're gonna have to deal with her, or with it, for a little bit. Anyways, let's go ahead and make our hammers. Which hammers, you just need some stone, some sticks, and boom, you got yourself a hammer. I'm gonna make 2, in fact. Also, this is a brilliant time to finally make some chests and organize my inventory. So I'm gonna be making some chests. These chests are not really gonna be organized right now, but it's all we have. So I'm gonna have to deal with it, and you're gonna have to deal with it for now. So down here I'll do blocks, up here I'll do all of the other random stuff that I have no idea what to do with. And we'll put this here. Anyways, now we can go ahead and break some stone. Now this is why it's useful. As you can see, it breaks a 3x3x1, which is very valuable for us because I think I'm gonna make this tunnel our little stone tunnel. This tunnel is where I'm gonna get my stone, but of course it doesn't really matter because later on I'm not gonna need this tunnel very much because I'm gonna make big rooms and it'll give me all of the stone that I need. Alright, we made the hammer time. We can move on to the next quest, which is kind of cool. It's called a basin. And the way that you build it is just like a cauldron, but made out of oak logs or wooden logs, any log. And what you do with it, I'm actually going to put it right here, is we take our hard-earned leaves. I just need a couple of leaves. It doesn't really matter. We put the leaves on top of the basin and we just jump on it. And as you can see, by jumping on those leaves, we're basically crushing them to make water. So I'm just going to do that until I fill up the basin all the way up to the end. And we can also accept the quest. And we should fill it up to the brim right now. I'm pretty sure, yes. No space in the basin tank. Alright, we got some water here. We're going to have to find a way to scoop it out, which I believe we will be able to do with just a bucket. This thing scares me. It scares me. I'm gonna have to find a way to get sheep with a bunch of colors. Alright, next quest is to make a campfire, which I always forget how you make a campfire, but I think I remember now. So, let's just make some sticks, make a campfire. It's like that, yes. And I think the most cozy place for it will be, well, right here. There we go. Now, with our campfire, I'm just going to take some leaves and I'm going to keep them in the campfire. It's going to dry out those leaves, and then I can make a brush. A brush is called the crude brush. Now, in earlier iterations of StoneBlock, the way that you would get ore is you'd have to sieve it in a sieve, which doesn't exist here, or sift through it, more likely. Now we take those leaves, we're just gonna do it in this manner. We're gonna take our stone crook, I'm gonna ultimine this, and now we got some straws. Now if we take a pebble, which I don't have, curious, I just need one small pebble. Thank you, very generous on the pebbles. Gonna take a stick, take a pebble, and take a straw. Now we have the crude brush. Also, it says things about gear-shaped quests, which it talks about this, and these supposedly are missions. Let's read it together. Most quests in the main chapter are shaped like a gear, are echo-related quests. This means that you will most likely need to return to an echo to complete their task, or see if they have something new for you. So right now we're not gonna need it, but it says you should return to Echo of Guidance to show him your progress. So that's what we're gonna do. We have a gift, mana generation. Thank you. We're just gonna do spawn, and now it creates this cool door, which is pretty cool. It's timed, but it directly teleports us here. Right to the Echo of Guidance, right? Now, as you can see, it doesn't really have anything new for us, but there is this shop section, which just shows us things that we could buy with those coins that we collect from each quest. These could be some nice power-ups, and very random things. Random furnace. Yeah, pretty cool. Not too bad. But I want to go back home now. Now that we are going back home, I can show you what this brush does. From the quests line, we need to start doing it for sand or dust, but we can try it on the dirt to get a grass seed. So I'm just going to take some of this stone that we collected. I'm going to use my hammer. Turn the gravel into dirt. Take some of this dirt and start brushing it. Now, regularly, you would take this brush and just do like this, and it cleans up the dirt. As you can see, it gave me wheat seeds and even a diorite pebble. But what I'd like to do is something that I did technically back in the first StoneBlock modded mod pack. Or StoneBlock 2, I'm not sure which one I played, but we used to get these things out of sieving, and you'd put a bunch of sieves in a pattern, like a 3x3 or a 5x5, a 4x4, it doesn't really matter, and then you'd have to right click and hold, and then it could do like 4 blocks at once, 9 blocks at once, 16 blocks at once, which was extremely useful. But now we can just use the ultimine, so it doesn't matter how many blocks I put here, I could just ultimine it and get a lot of things. Anyways, after brushing a whole lot of blocks at once, it says that grass or delightful dirt can also be used to make a passive mob farm. Also, we got some bone meal with us, and passively spawn chickens can drop eggs randomly, but you can also get the eggs before the chickens. As you can see with the bee, we did get eggs pretty much early on. So what I want to do is to make a big room where we can put a whole lot of grass in, and we can basically make one side a regular passive mob farm, and the other side will be a tree farm. So I'm gonna do this in this direction. I'm gonna start breaking this wall, and we're gonna have to I'd like to do a 15 by 15, but I think I am gonna do like 20 by 20 or 21 by 21 because well, this hammer breaks 30. So yeah, this is the first block and the first 3. Simple maths, 21 minus 3 is 18, means I need to dig up 9 to each side. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, this is one side. And I just want to make sure that I calculated it correctly. 18, 19, 20, 21. Perfect. Now I just gotta count this is the sole reason why I wanted to make a bunch of hammers. I am gonna smelt up some more of that stone. I think we're gonna make another furnace. I'm gonna get more charcoal cooking up. Actually, this could be my cobblestone chest because I think I'm gonna be having a whole lot of cobblestone. I'm just gonna take this wood and smelt it by itself and get a whole lot of charcoal for some fuel. Meanwhile, I know that my hammer is gonna break, but I am gonna make another hammer. I'm just gonna need some of this wood, make some sticks, and make another hammer. Now I got a tool set that will help me make this big room. I don't know how high the ceiling is gonna be, but it's probably gonna be very high. I'm gonna probably need to find out a way to do this. Maybe I'll do like 3 whole levels of this. Maybe not 3 whole levels, maybe 6 blocks high will be enough, or 7 blocks high will be enough. I just want to check. Let's see how big is 7 blocks high. Oh yeah, 7 blocks high will definitely be enough. First and foremost, I gotta clear out this room, and that is exactly what I'm gonna do. So I need to count 9 blocks over here, and I need to do that in the other side, but I want to make connecting tunnels so then I have a clear vision of what kind of blocks I need to destroy more to make more space for this room. And there we go. I miscounted. That is a big deal. How did I miscount that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. I miscounted 10. That is not okay. I am probably going to replace this cobblestone with regular stone later on. But I gotta make sure these problems don't happen again. Alright, I'm going to show you a time lapse of me doing just that. And there we go. Okay. As you can see, a whole lot of cobblestone. Look at how much cobblestone I have here. I'm gonna have to make some more hammers. Probably gonna make 3 more. But yeah, that stone tunnel was useless, as I said, because I'm still gonna get a bunch of cobblestone just to make some room. And just so you know, if you didn't, if cobblestone becomes too much of a space consumer, you can take a lot of cobblestone, put it in a crafting table, and make compressed cobblestone, which I'm gonna do. And also, it doesn't matter that I made this, because as you can see, it gives me back all of my cobblestone just like that. I think there is a way to automate this crafting recipe so that I will have more freedom in actually making this cobblestone and making space for the cobblestone, at least for now. I'm gonna continue smelting some more stone, and let's go ahead and make those hammers, and I'll move on to the time lapse of me breaking the place down. Alright, I started doing this hallway section. I counted this as the right blocks for 21 by 21. Actually, just to be sure, we can also do like this. And as you can see, it is perfect. Let me try to do this also on the other side. Boom, exactly as I need it to be. Now, all I gotta do is continue breaking some more blocks until I am on the other side. Alright, as you can see, now we have this clear floor. I am probably gonna do a bunch of these floors in other rooms so that I'd have some space. I don't think that in this sort of level of space, but that I'd have dedicated floors for everything I need. So right now what I want to do is actually put in a very symmetrical way some torches that will illuminate. The only reason why I want to put torches to illuminate is because, well, this place can get pretty dark, and if something living is going to be there, I'd like some light. So I see that we're gonna have to get that tree farm growing. Like, you can tell how dark this room could be. I don't want nothing spawning inside this room while I'm in it. Now I can go ahead and start breaking the floor. You hear something rustling nearby as if some creatures are approaching. Quantum goat. Sick. That scared me for a second. Let me tell you why. In the quests, if we go back here to the ultimate notes, or not ultimate notes, I'm sorry, for the FTB events, it has a note here saying some events might contain jump scares. And it kind of freaks me out, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good laugh when it comes to that. But as you can see, we finally have this whole room dug out. And it's actually pretty big. I think it's bigger than I expected it to be, but I think it's gonna service us fine enough. Now, what I'd like to do is to kind of split it. Meaning, I have here a 3x3 walkway. And I am probably gonna make this over here. I'm gonna have to make some fences that go a whole long side way to here. Some fences over here, and maybe some... Well, we don't really need fences because it's just trees. But for the sake of it, maybe. So I think I'll break this land as well and create enough space for trees. Or I can just break one block at a time, which will also suffice. You know, something like in this fashion, and I'm gonna have to put dirt in each one of them and put a sapling in each one of them. And then whenever I need wood, there's just this huge tree farm. If I'm ever low on wood, I can just come to this tree farm it for like, what, 5 minutes or even 2 minutes, and I have a bunch of wood ready just for me. And I think that would be a great idea. Now, honestly, I think I'm not going to do this pointy sections. You know why? Do you remember earlier in the video when I put here some saplings together and they grew wood and I could just break it all in one time? I think I'm going to do the same thing over here. So, in all honesty, I'm going to have to fill these holes back up and just break the floor. Alright, but before we do that, I still don't want to really focus on the tree farm, because it's not a part of our quests. Because a part of our quests is trying to get some chickens. So what I'm going to do is actually break this part of the place. I'm only breaking it up because then I'm going to put here some grass. Overall, this is going to be just a passive farm of animals. I'm not sure if they're going to just spawn on grass, but the game indicates that it may be the case. So because I also have this big room all to myself, I am going to use my stone. Actually, we can calculate how much dirt I will exactly need. So if this room is a whole 21 and this is 9, I just need 9 times 21, which is just 189 blocks, which from quick mathematics is just going to be 2 stacks and 61 blocks. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So here I made myself a little bit of a cheat code of blocks I'm gonna break with my hammer. I'm gonna do 1 stack at a time. I don't think this stone hammer will survive this, so we're just gonna have to make at least 3 more hammers to my experience. Okay, got the hammers. Now we made it all into gravel, and now let's make it all into dirt. Actually, I could have done that like ×2, but it's okay. Why I could have done that ×2? Because, well, I'm gonna do it probably in the same way over at this area. But let's focus at one thing at a time. If need be, I'll do more. This isn't such a hassle to be considered tedious. Boom, we have enough dirt for this place, so I'm just gonna casually place it all down here and hope for a farm. Exactly. I'm so good at maths. I mean, I'm so good at using a calculator. Now, I am unsure. There's a pig here. Hey, pig. That's what they mean by passively spawn. Well, I haven't been in this room, but there is grass blocks over here. So it's nice for it to actually happen. Now, I am sure. So, this grass seed, I'm pretty sure will do the trick, because I am unsure. This is the first time ever seeing this block. So, or this item. Oh, it does. So I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to put one here, and let it spread. Yeah. Then what I'll do is, now I'm not sure if spawning into this cherry room was a bright idea, because I would have wanted all of my stock to be just here, all of my livestock. But it's okay. What I can just basically do is take all the grass from here. From this room. As you can see, it's not so much, but it is a big section of it. Ooh, bounty board. We have a whole other section going on here. Play for 1 hour. Thank you. Now I do have some eggs around here. I am just gonna make a chicken. Yes. I already knew that at least one of those 4 eggs will make a chicken. And now we have a chicken running around. Which I kind of wanted her to run around over here. But I guess it doesn't matter anymore, does it? So I'm going to be making those fences really quickly. As I said, I want most of my livestock to be over there. Boom, exactly 21 across. Even though I think I have one spare because I will need a way to get in here. But maybe we will get a sheep and I could just put a carpet here. And then I could just climb. Oh, I can literally just do that. Anyway, that is a good thing. Now, interestingly enough, I know that this will become grass as well. Now, the question is, this will probably... Oh, a loot bee. Hello. Ooh, more chicken eggs. Anyways, I'm pretty sure mobs will spawn here. But if any chance one of these blocks will spawn a mob or, you know, just an animal, will it spawn in this side or this side? I don't know. Maybe it'll spawn exactly on the fence, which will be funny. Thank you for the iron. How nice. Anyways, I still need to wait for this chicken to grow up. Honestly, it could take a while. I do have some seeds, but I don't think it works. Let's actually lead it into the coop. Hey, come here. Come here. Good girl. Now let's do the same for you. Ah, you're crazy for it. Come here. Come here. There we go. Now I got my livestock inside and I just gotta wait for the grass to grow. Do you think shears will give me feathers? I mean, just by looking at it, there are some pretty weird ways of getting feather, which I'm pretty sure I am not gonna get into right now. I'm just happy I got some animals around here. Oh, I just now realized by looking at the quests, I mean, we can continue them while we wait for the chicken. And it says down here, the hammer can also smash down compressed blocks to speed things up. That is absolutely critical for me. That means if we take this compressed block of cobblestone and just use, for example, 16 of it. Well, that is a little bit more than 16. We can break this down and get compressed gravel. All right. I did not need to do all of that placing. Good to know. Alright, we need some sand and we need some dust. So I'm just gonna break this sand into dust. Now we made this a reality. And then we got here bonsai trees. Bonsai pots make tree farming a breeze. Oh. Oh. So I've made this room for no reason. Well, I'm sure we can find a use for it. Maybe the bonsai trees will go in here. Now, clay, I know that if you brush, you can definitely get it from sand. Okay. A thing I wanted to try out. Does the crude brush work on a compressed sand or a compressed block for that matter? Let us try that. It can, but I think it takes a while. No, I don't think it can be used for these compressed items. Which, okay, fair enough. It also doesn't really matter. I'm just going to put a bunch of this sand around and I am just going to use it like that. There we go. And boom. We got some copper chunks. We got some clay balls. And yeah. So we need some clay and we need a bonsai pot. Let's see how we can make a bonsai pot. Oh, we just need a whole lot of bricks. So I need to keep on doing this. Now we can smelt it up. And I'd like for trees, please. Okay, bonsai pot we have. Now let's see what he can do. I am pretty sure it wants dirt, so let's give it dirt. Okay, dirt is now placed. Now we gotta get a sapling. Okay. Insert a tool to harvest. Is that right? Optional pot decoration. Enchant the pot to improve its performance. So I'm just gonna give it a regular stone axe, a new stone axe, and let's see it in action, because as you can see we got a small tree going on around here. Oh, and it does break it down. Now I'm just interested to know, does it only need like one tree? Does it not run out of oak? I guess what I can do, I mean, it's not as fast as I'd like it to be. Alright, let's make it more efficient. It actually kept the tree, dirt, and the stone axe inside. Anyways, what I can do right now is casually make a chest, and I'm going to use one of these hoppers. And I'm not going to do this in this room. I'll just keep it nearby. Put it here. Put the hopper like this. Actually, let's do it in a more fashionable way. Oh, finally, I made a pickaxe. Cool. Anyways, I think this will be a better way of doing things. And let's check it out in action, actually. Yes, it did work. It goes inside this chest and just grows bonsai trees that turn into wood. And it'll fill up, although very, very slowly, but I can speed up the process by having more bonsai pots. I don't think it really matters if I speed up the process, because when I won't exactly need wood right this second. Ooh, but it can break the axe. That is interesting. That is very interesting. And look, it's decorated to stone. That is very nice, actually. I think I would like to use this. No. Let's find a right suitable block for this. I think gravel kind of fits. Well, it kind of fits. But it's good to know. Alright, we made the quest. We can accept it. We get another hopper. So we can use all 3 hoppers to just make a whole lot of trees. What about my chicken? No, my chicken is still not ready yet. And I don't think it'll be ready soon. So getting feathers, I'm probably gonna not do it in this episode. Anyways, I think that'll be all for today. We did the getting started tab pretty nicely, except for the feathers option. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was pretty cool. I'm really excited to see what this mod has to offer even more. And let me know what you think about this video overall in the comments down below. I think we did some nice progress, and I appreciate you for sticking out up until now. Like, subscribe, tell me what you want to see more. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.